All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. I hope my voice coming good and clear. Please inform me if you have any difficulty from your side about the sound. Today in the morning we could not go live because the internet was bad, and I hope now it's going to be better. Let me know, please, if the sound quality is not good, because I did some change in the setting of the software. Today we'll talk about many things, and we will try to make it short so you guys can download the video easier. And we will see how the Quran contains science. I noticed lately there's many kids, this is not the only one, who they are making like videos just in order to get subscribers to their account. So they make videos, a reaction of a Catholic person to the Quran. And Muslims, they go over those videos like crazy when you say that. So they make those videos, and they themselves, even not Muslims, just to make people subscribe. Like you start in YouTube, you might spend a year, you don't have even 500 subscribers. But when they make those videos about Islam, Muslims, they subscribe from everywhere, and you will have a huge channel very fast. So many of them, they are doing it as a business, and obviously it is. However, for us, what we do is not a business, it's serious. And those evil kids, they knew it's evil, and yet they do it. But life is full of good and evil. Today we will watch this video of Mr. Kim, who obviously is not convinced of what he hears, and this is why you see him in the picture doing his moves in his mouth and his eyes. The guy is explaining to him about his God, supposedly, and look at the move in his face. This picture actually from a video, this person next to him was explaining why Muslims don't eat pork. And I found the answer the most hilarious ever. The guy, he said that pork can decay faster. In fact, the Quran did not say really don't eat pork. The Quran says you eat pork if you cannot find something else. So it's forbidden for you to eat if there is available different food. But if there is not, and you are hungry, you eat pork. And this is telling us that the pork is not bad, because how come the Quran saying that you can survive with pork and it's okay? Suddenly Allah compromise? What about Allah? He bring you the food you like. I mean, you are dying, let us say. So why need to eat pork? Isn't it Allah is the one who supports you? And pork is haram? So this is a very funny statement. The sound is slow. Oh, you mean my sound is not too strong? Okay, give me a second, please, to see why the sound is not strong. Okay, what about now? Is it better now? Is the sound higher now? Is it better? 1 2 1 2. Do you hear me better? I don't know, people, they are saying sound, please. All right, let me check the sound. The funny, I just checked with my phone, the sound was coming really good on my side. So why it's coming down from your side, I'm not sure really. Very low. Okay, give me a second, hold on. All right, sound. Okay, I guess now you cannot complain, can you? Is it good now? How are we now? Is it sound good? 1 2 3 4. Hello, it's you looking for. I'm going. Better? Sound good? Not good? Okay. All right. I just squeezed Jibreel, and Jibreel, he helped me, and he made the sound better. Thank you, Jibreel. You can go now. No, Jibreel, go. Hey, come on, just go now. You are so cute. Unbelievable. especially when he moves his tail. Like, I can't believe it. Anyway, all right, we go back to our topic. As long as the sound is good now, and let us not to waste time and see what Kim will say to us. I will try to go fast over those things because we mentioned them before, but just to remind, in case somebody he watched the videos again, first time maybe, he will see what we spoke of. So this is Mr. Kim, and he was like, wow, surprised about the Quran. Okay, surprised about what? We will see. And you can tell actually from his the way he is acting, it's fake, you know. I mean, yeah, it's totally fake. This kid, he don't even know how to lie. Go and learn how to lie from Muhammad. Listen carefully.
Water is essential for all living things. We all know that water is vital to life, but the Quran makes a very unusual claim. We made every living thing from water. Will they not believe?
Oh, Quran.
In this verse, water...
Quran, oh, right there. Quran, oof, 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 right there. I mean, everybody knows that people live by water. Without water, we die. I mean, look, no, the Quran, guys, the guy in the video, he said the Quran made a strange claim. I mean, how the Quran making a strange claim by saying the water is very important to life? Like, do we usually drink gas? And now Quran discovered that we can live by water. So the Quran made a strange claim. Look, did you hear it? Did you hear it? The Quran made this unusual claim. Unusual claim. This is never heard before.
It's a very unusual claim.
Wow.
We made every living thing from water. Will they not believe?
Oh, Quran.
In this verse, water is pointed.
You know, just to tell you, by the way, my family, my grandfather, he never drank water. You know, we Arab. Usually, we used to, drink Pepsi Cola. You know, 7-Up. This is why my grandfather, he used to walk 7 steps a jump. You know, so when Allah, he said in the Quran that something like this about the water, that was like shocking. Like in the Quran. My dad, he heard that same happened to Kim. Same what happened to my dad when first time he saw it. You know, he said, I need to go to the bathroom. However, this is a stupid statement because this is a contradiction for the Quran. For the Quran says, Allah created creatures have nothing to do with water. And chapter 55, verse number 15, as an example, Allah, he said, he created the genie from fire free of smoke. And there's nothing in this fire, no water, it's fire. It's totally the opposite of water. Fire and water, they are not the friends, correct? So from fire, we created genie. And not to forget to mention that Muhammad, he made it clear that the angels are made from light. So neither the light, neither the angels, neither the genie are created from water. But the Quran, remember, says we created every living thing from water, which is obviously a stupid contradiction by the one who made the Quran. The first one got busted. It's so stupid. But you know, when you are desperate, looking for something to make it as if it is a miracle, you know, I don't blame them. They have empty, bankrupt religion. So they have to fabricate stories in order to make people believe in such a thing. Let us go to the second one. I'm not going to play all the details because we could then bust it already. You can watch it yourself. Number 2, the iron.
Iron is not natural to the earth.
Iron.
It did not.
Iron, did he say iron is not natural to the earth? Did he say that? Okay, I want you to take note. Iron is not natural to the earth. Take note of that.
Form on the earth but came down to earth from outer space.
Oh, really?
This may sound strange, but it's true.
It's true. I mean, guys, just go to Google right now and you will find that iron exists always in the earth. Because you see, when you say that the iron came with meteor, which is science says this is true, but meteor is not what made the iron in the earth. The earth already, the magma, which is in the core of the earth, have a lot of iron. This is why volcanoes area, you will see that the soil for farming is so good, for it have many, let us say, necessity for trees and grass and things to grow very well. Very healthy farming can be done in this area. Why? Because there is many things come from the magma, and one of them is the iron. And actually the human being, his blood have iron. So if Allah sent the iron to the man, that's mean the man, when he was on earth, he have no iron too in his blood, because remember, he sent it to him. And the funny is, when we go to the verse in the Quran and we read about the iron, you will see it says that Allah, he sent down the iron, and he sent down the messengers, and he sent down the book, which means the Quran, he speak about everything as sent down. Anything, you know, is sent down. So how come the iron is now mentioned that it is sent down physically? Because you will notice here we send down the messengers, we send down the book as a balance, we send down justice, we send down the iron, which is a material for mighty war. The Quran speaking about that Allah gave you the sword so you can slaughter each other, for he is the devil. Actually, just to show you how the Muslims, they try to fool people, isn't it the Quran says that Allah, he sent down feather? Feather. Who is the one who sent feather? Allah. Is that physically? Because if you are saying that the iron was sent physically, then the feather is sent, you know, the feather is sent physically, and that's mean we are chicken. If you read the translation, you will see none of them says the word feather. Where is the word feather? I don't see it. But it says we send down. Change the translator. This is Yusuf Ali. Let us see Mawdudi. O children of Adam, indeed we send down your garment. So how come when Allah, he says we send down the iron, they take it literally, and when Allah, he sent down the garment for Adam, it's not literally. And not only that, in Arabic it says libasun yuwari sawatakum wa rishan wa feather, and feather. Why? Adam was a chicken, he was Indian maybe? Either he was a chicken or he was an Indian, American Indian. They used to have a, you know, like traditional clothing, they used to have a feather, or maybe a Roman. What do you mean you send the feather down? And the funny, I cannot find one translation mentioning the word feather. What happened to the word feather? Let us see this guy here. Maybe we can get somebody have little honesty, little dignity. Well, I don't see the word feather. Anyone see it? It's gone. Let us see different translation. This is Itani. Let us see different one. Dararabadi. What is the feather? It's gone. There is no feather. The word feather is gone totally. You know, because it's funny and stupid. Let us see maybe different one. Let us see. What about this one? Here we go. Finally, we found somebody have little dignity, and he put the word feathers. Do you see it? Do you see it? Brother, according to science, brother, there was no feather in earth, brother, and then Allah, he sent it down to earth, brother. And the brother, your garment, brother, is made by Allah, not in China. If you don't believe me, brother, flip the ticket in the top of your back and you will see it says made in Allah, manufactured in 7 galaxies behind the 7 seas by the 7 Majid. Do you see the hypocrisy and how they try to fool people? We send down, this is the chapter 7, verse number 26. So this is obviously stupid and it's a garbage. Not only that, but isn't it Muhammad, he said that Allah, he created, because the guy in the video, he says It took them millions of years, tons of millions of years for the meteor to come. But look what Muhammad he said. Just to show you how those people they lie. I mean, they don't even have dignity to present their religion. Those people obviously they are ashamed of their God, and they fabricate things to make their God look good. Otherwise, I cannot find a reason for somebody, he's a believer, he fabricates things to make his God look good. Obviously, they are ashamed of it. Allah, the Exalted, the Glorious, created the clay in Saturday. And He created the mountains in Sunday. And He created the trees on Monday. And He created entire labor the Tuesday. And He created the light in Wednesday. So according to the Quran, you see, in the Bible, you will see that God, He created heaven and earth. Heaven is created because you need to put the earth. You cannot create the earth if there is no space. You have to have a space for it, right? So God created heaven and earth, and then and God said from the beginning, let light be, be light, and light was. The word Wednesday in the Bible is speaking about creating the sun supposedly, but the light is already exist. Here Muhammad is trying to copy from the Old Testament, but he is, as usual, he fabricates many things and he adds stories, and it can be so stupid. So look what happened. Allah created the clay in Saturday, but in the video he says it takes millions and millions of years. But Muhammad said he created that in Saturday. He created the mountains in Sunday, created the trees in Monday, created the entire labor in Tuesday, created light in Wednesday. If you remember that, he was making fun of somebody in the debate. You know, did that? You remember that? He was saying to him, your Bible says that the sun was created in Wednesday. So the earth was without light for 4 days, 5 days. How that can be? But the Bible says from the beginning, before He created anything, He said, let be light, and light was. The fact it is his stupid prophet who says that the sun created in Wednesday and there was no other light. And then he caused the animal to spread in Tuesday, and he created Adam after Asr of Friday. And here, by the way, Muhammad, as a fool as usual, he forgot to mention Eve. Well, okay, so now he finished. Where is Eve? What, he sent Eve later by shopping? I mean by shipping, by Prime, Amazon? What is Eve? He created Adam Friday afternoon, and then he went to sky. Okay, what about Eve? It was Eve a special edition? Alright guys, so this is obviously it's a stupid thing. The Quran and the Hadith opposed them and exposed them. So the second one is a hocus. Let us continue and see the third one. And look at this guy mouth. Look at his face, man. This guy is surprised, like, wow.
Scientists have found that billions of years ago,
billions, not billions, billions of years, and as a prophet, he says Allah created the dust in Saturday. Let us go to number 3. Number 3, where is number 3? Okay, number 3. And this one is really hilarious. You see, I'm trying to go fast, so those who want to make video later, they can cut it off easy and they can repost it. All right? Okay.
and protecting the earth. The sky protects the earth from the lethal rays of the sun. If the sky did not exist, then the sun's radiation would have killed.
What do you mean if the sky did not exist? I mean, have you ever heard of a stupid statement? If the sky does not exist, we will die. I mean, the sky is protecting us from the X-ray of the sun. The sky. They don't even know. I mean, this guy, he speaks supposedly perfect English. Not this guy, not the Korean guy, the other guy. But you don't say the sky. You say the atmosphere. What sky? Okay, so now they are saying that the Quran speak about the atmosphere. Let us see if this is true.
Killed off all life on earth. It also acts like a blanket wrapped around earth to protect it from the freezing cold of space.
That's the cord.
If this temperature was to reach earth, then the planet would freeze over instantly. The sky also protects life on earth by warming the surface through heat retention, greenhouse effect, and reducing temperature extremes between day and night. These are some of the many protective functions of the sky. The Quran asks us to consider the sky in the following verse.
Okay, which one?
We made the sky a protective ceiling, and yet they are turning away from our signs.
I mean, I love those sounds. This guy sounds like somebody give him like a needle or something. What happened? Oh, hold on. Let us get you busted, them and you, because you are a fraud and they are a fraud. If we go to the Quran and see the verse they are talking about, we will find that the Quran is speaking about the opposite. That it is us who cannot go out to the sky. The sky is a protected roof. It is not the earth have a roof protected. Just to show you how they fool you. Just to be sure, what was the verse? What was the verse? Just to be sure that we are quoting the correct one. Let me zoom in, because there's many verses speak about this thing. So we can quote the same verse, so they will not say, oh, he did not quote the same verse. It's very small to see. Hold on. Yeah, 21:32, correct. 21:32, perfect. That's the one. All right. 21:32. Here we go. 21:32. Read with me carefully. And we made the heavens as canopy, well guarded. Who is guarded? The heaven. Do you see it? What is guarded? The heaven. Now, I'm not going to talk about the verse before it, because here the verse is stupid, where it says that Allah, he put mountains in the top of the earth so the earth will not be shaky, because Muhammad, he thought the earth is like a carpet, and Allah, he put rocks in the top of it so this carpet will not fly. And you can read the interpretation about it, you will die laughing. Because according to the Quran, as you see, we have set on earth mountains standing firm. So mountains are not from the earth, they are rocks. Allah, he put them in the top of the earth. But as long as this is our topic now about the heavens, the sky protecting the earth, let us see if this is true. The Quran speaks about how Allah protect and how Allah, he made the roof. If you go with different verse, by the way, I mean there's many verses, like as an example, chapter 52 verse number 5, it says Allah, he raised the sky as a canopy in the top of us. Okay, but what is that sky, and that what is that protected roof? Let us see. Muhammad, as all frauds, he have a lot of legends in his book. Chapter 15 verse number 18 speak and tell us the answer for this question. According to Muhammad, the genies, they try to steal information from Allah. So Allah, he guarded the heaven. Do you see? Allah, he created the heaven. Read with me carefully. This is a chapter 15 verse number 16. It is we who have set the zodiacal sign in the heaven, and we made them fire seeming to all beholder. Okay, fair seeming, sorry. So Allah, he created the stars for decoration, so we can see it. And this is stupid. Why? Because the stars we can see by our naked eyes is very little. And actually, even the stars we can see with the most advanced telescope is still very little, because we cannot see the whole universe anyway. And then he says, and we guarded them. We guarded what? The heaven from every cursed shaitan, Satan. How? But what does that mean? Because they try to gain hearing and steal. So Allah, he pursued them by a flame of fire. Do you see it? So do you see how the verse was talking about that when shaitan, he tried to steal information or he fly out of the earth, Allah will shoot him in his ass. They made it about the atmosphere, because as you see, the atmosphere in the Quran is where the stars are located based on this, because this is the lowest heaven. If you go to different verse in the Quran, you will find the following. Chapter 36, 37, verse number 6, chapter 41, verse number 12, chapter 67, verse number 5. What is the lowest sky in the Islam? Is where the stars are located. So that cannot be the atmosphere. Read it. All those, they are saying that correctly. I mean, clearly. So we decorated the lower sky with stars. The lower. But based on that verse, he's talking about, he said that one is speaking about the atmosphere. But as you see, the lower heaven, there is 7 heaven in Islam. The lowest one is where is the stars. According to the Quran, there is 7 stars, 7 heavens and 7 earth. Have you ever heard of such a stupid thing? Chapter 2, verse number 29, it says, it is he who created for you all things that on earth, and then he created 7 heavens, and he made them 7 heavens. Do you see it? He made them into 7 heavens. So now we have a verse saying that the lowest heaven is where is the stars are located. So how the verse in the Quran suddenly became about the atmosphere? Huh? Hakim Ibrahim saying, why you did insult George Floyd? My friend, George Floyd shoes is better than your prophet. We never insulted him. You are a liar like your prophet. Get out of here. Get out of here. My video is still there on my channel, you scumbag like your prophet. You see how they try to lie? I mean, liars, they are liars like their prophet. When I insulted the guy, you stupid liar. Filthy like your prophet, you have no dignity. I mean, the Christian prince is alive and you are saying lies about me in my present. Here we go. You brought an insult to your prophet. The shoes of George Floyd is better than the most honorable prophet in Islam, which is Muhammad. His underwear is better than your prophet. The guy is a poor guy, is not a caravan rider. He needed $20 only. You're a prophet. He have 13 wives in his house. 13 houses, 13 wives. Still he was riding caravan, Arabian women, and stealing money. This guy is a poor guy trying to feed his family. Your prophet was riding caravans for what? For he is a thief. He's a fraud. He kidnapped women. George, he never did that. So the shoes of George Floyd is better than your prophet, peace be upon him. Thank you very much. Now we go back to our topic. It is he who has created for you all things, and he made the sky seven sky. And he, in this place, is where Allah, he made the stars. So do you see how they lie and they make it that the sky, Allah, he said the sky is a protected roof. That means it is the atmosphere. In other verse in the Quran, it says that Allah, he changed the genie and the human being to leave the zone of the earth, and if they do, Allah will shoot their ass with stars. Chapter 55, verse number 33. O assembly of jinn and men, it be you can pass beyond the zone of the heaven and the earth, pass ye not without authority, and you shall not able to ask. Then you shall able to ask. You ask the Muslim, they say only angel of Allah and the prophets Muhammad, he can pass. Anyone else, if he try, what will happen? Read carefully in the same Quran, verse number 35. It says, you will be sent, O ye evil ones. This is between two brackets, not exist. You will be sent, they will send on you a flame of fire, which is a star. Do you see it? This is what is the protected sky is. Allah protect the sky, not the earth. It is us, we cannot leave the earth. You see how they lie? They make it the opposite. When the Quran is speaking about fiction and stupid story, that genie want to steal information from Allah. And by the way, here Allah got busted again, because just 2 days ago we have a spaceship left USA. Just 2 days ago. Allah challenging a human being and genie to pass out of the zone in the earth and the heaven. And now as we speak, we have living people who they are in the spaceship in the space. So how come Allah did not shoot them with the stars? And to make it more hilarious, in other verse, Muhammad, Allah, he says, chapter 67, verse number 5, and we decorated the lowest sky. How can see the lowest sky? They made the lowest sky in the video is the atmosphere, but the lowest sky is where the lamps is, the stars. And we made such lamps as missiles to drive away the evil ones. Do you see it? So Muhammad the stupid, he's trying to describe why he is in the desert. He sees sometime some meteor falling down. So the stupid guy, Muhammad, he thought those are stars. And Allah is shooting this evil shaitan when he tried to go out of the sky. So Allah... Scientific, very scientific, clear. So do you see how they fabricate? This is a book, they speak it, this is about science. I mean, how those people, how come they don't make a video about this? How come in their videos about science, here we go, this is about the sky, space, Star War. This is Star War, literally. How come they never mention anything about those verses? Because the whole idea is deception and how to fool you. Let us go back to the video. So this one did not work. The second one is stupid. And look at this guy's mouth. Ooh, ah, ooh, 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 ooh. What a fraud you are. Let us continue. Okay, so this is number 2 is a fraud. Number 1 is a fraud. Let us see, maybe number 3 will work. What is number 3? Let's see number 3. This is, did we pass number 3? Hold on. I don't think so. Let us see. This is how we passed many actually. Where is number 3? Did I miss something? I don't want to play the whole video.
These are some of the many protective functions of the sky.
See how they lie?
The Quran asks us to consider the sky in the following verse.
Oh.
We made the sky a protective ceiling, and yet they are turning away.
See, even the verse, even the translation says, we made the sky protected ceiling. The sky, it is the protected ceiling, not the earth. Do you see? And if you go and read the interpretation of the Muslims, you will see they agree that this is about Shaitan tried to go, and Allah, He don't allow the Shaitan to go to the heaven. Liars. For sure Muhammad is a stupid, because you know, if he is not a stupid, and I'm very thankful, by the way, that Muhammad is so stupid, because that will make it harder on us to get him busted. And look, Muhammad is so stupid, and still there is somebody try to make Muhammad smart. You see how the devil is supporting Muhammad in order to fool people. Let us see here this one. What this one?
Earth as a resting place and the mountains as stakes. The Quran indicates that mountains have deep roots by using the word stakes to describe them. In fact, mountains do have deep roots, and the word stakes is an accurate description for them. A book titled Earth by geophysicist Frank Press explains that mountains are like stakes.
But you see, we just showed you that Allah, according to Islam, He placed mountains in the top of the earth. If we go in the Quran, we will see the following. Oh boy. You know, deception is easy to get bust, but if you are naive and you don't have you know, knowledge, people, they can fool you, or you know, very easy. Actually, already we showed you that Allah, He claimed that He placed the mountains in the top of the earth. And the mountain has He firmly fixed, okay? If you read the Quran, you will see how Allah created the earth here, which is chapter number 79, which is totally contradiction for chapter 41. Take notes. Chapter 41, it says that Allah created the earth and finished everything in the earth, and then He went to the sky, and then He made the stars. Chapter 41 is the opposite from 79. Here, Allah, He created the sky, and then He came to the earth, and He made the earth flat, and then you see the translation, it says He made the earth extended. If you remember, the Muslims, they say that the Quran says that the earth is like a circle. Remember? They say the word dahaha. The fact the word dahaha is a flat. They lie about the meaning of this word, and they say it is circle. If you go to the tafsir, this is chapter 79, verse number 30. All right. My security is high. Give me a second. All right. Chapter 79, verse number 30. You go there, you will find the following. And remember, this is the Muslims explaining the verse, not me, because the Muslims, they might say, a Christian prince is not being honest with you. Okay, this is their scholars, the highest scholars. This is why this is the official government website of the Kingdom of Jordan. All right? So this is not a Christian prince saying that. This is them, you know. Okay, hold on. We chose the wrong verse. Sorry, verse number 30. All right. Do you see it? Allah, He spread the earth and He made it flat. Do you see it? And it was created before the sky. Do you see it? So according to Islam, the earth was created before the sky, which means all the fictions they say in their videos is stupid. It's a lie. Because according to science, the earth was very young compared to the universe. But in the Quran, the earth was created before all the stars and all the sky. Do you see it? Is that a Christian Prince translation? No. Is that a Christian Prince interpretation? No. As you see, this is the official government website of the Kingdom of Jordan. So they do their best to lie to you, hoping that you are a fool, so we can fool you. Good luck with that. You see, I'm trying to make the video short, but it doesn't work this way. Oh, okay. About the mountains. You see, when they say the mountain, that Allah created the mountains, they say no, the mountain, Allah, He says the mountain is autada. Autada, it have a root, right? The fact the word autada is not a root. Autada is a nail. It's a nail. You know, the word autad is used for the nail you use. I don't know what the correct word in English. When you have a tent and you want to fix the tent down, you know what I mean? I don't know what they call that one. And you see the same word appear many times in the Quran. Chapter 38 verse 12, chapter 78 verse number 7, chapter 89 verse number 10. If you click here, you will find the mountains as pidges, and that alone is enough to explain that Islam is false, because according to Quran, Allah, He dig the mountains in the ground, He fix it in the ground, when the fact the mountains are coming from inside the ground, not the opposite. You know what I mean? If you go right now and you search in Google how the mountains is formed, how the mountains is formed. Let us see. How mountains. And this is have nothing to do with the Christian, Jewish, Hindu. I mean, you can search right now. I'm not even going to open any article. I mean, just to click at images in Google, and you will find they teach you how. I mean, this is something we learn when in school, even in the stupid Middle East schools. This is how the mountain forms. There is either a volcano from the pressure of the lava or the pressure of tectonic plates. So the earth is not a nail was put down in the ground. It is the opposite. Mountains are coming from the ground. In fact, their height increase. So do you see how stupid what they are saying? Because according to the Quran, and they are the one who says it is autada, and they say it has a root. The fact, the word root there is not exist. The word there, as you see, it's a nail. And that nail is something you push down in the earth, not coming from the earth. So Allah, He put nails in the mountains as nails. If you go in the Quran, you will find the following, just to confirm more. Do you guys, you hear any noise of a fan or anything? If there's a fan noise from your side, let me know, please. You see a translation here, it says has firmly fixed, but in fact in Arabic it says arsaha. Arsaha means he put it down. Let us change the translator. This is Yusuf Ali. Let us see different translator. Go ahead. Let us see. Which one we will choose? Karkut? What Karkut? This is Bosnia. Karkut. This is not the correct translation to. You know what? Just to show you the correct meaning of this verse. Chapter 79, verse number 32. Let us go to the interpretation. This is the 2 verse after here. Just 2 verse. All right. Let us see what the Muslim scholars they say about. Here we go. Again, this thing. I mean, each time I want to open this website, my software give me a warning. Muslim website, what you can do. They think I am a terrorist now. Here we go. Read carefully with me. This is the Muslim's interpretation, not me. And has set firm the mountains on the face of the earth, so that it stays still. So do you see the science of the Quran, how stupid it is? So the earth was created, and then Allah, He created mountains as rocks, and then He pushed it down in the earth, and He, in the face of the earth, not down in the earth, in the face of the earth, so the earth will not move. It's in front of you. Let us go to the other miracle. This miracle is not working. It's a fraud, obviously. Maybe the second miracle will be good. Maybe, you never know. I mean, we might get lucky. Tell us more, Dudu. Let us move and see the one after. What is the one after? This one? There's one here.
Expansion of the universe was described in Quran. And it is we who have built the universe with our creative power and keep expanding it.
Okay, hold on. Where it says we keep expanding it, where the word it, because when you say it, you make it go back to the sky, right? The fact in Arabic it says وَإِنَّا لِمُوَسِّعُونَ, did not say mention the sky at all. Said we build the sky, we build the heaven, we build everything, and we can't even do more. There's nowhere the word expand is exist. Let us see if this is true or not. I mean, how come the Islamic interpretation for the Quran does not match with those miracles? You know what I mean? Chapter 51, verse number 47. Do anyone sees here? It says that Allah will expand the space. If you go to the interpretation, let us see the interpretation. Does it say Allah will expand the universe? And by the way, it is the Bible says, a book written thousands of years before Muhammad exists, that God, he extend the heaven like a curtain. This is in our book. This is in our book, but nobody says the Bible have a scientific miracle, because we don't, we don't believe in God because of science. It's in our book, but here nowhere it says what they are saying. All what the Quran is saying, that Allah, he can do more. Let us see the interpretation, chapter 51, verse number 47. And if there is a Muslim is listening and he like me to put specific interpretation, I will be happy to put it. And you will see, he himself, he will regret. Each time I want to open this website, is going to give me this message. Do you see, guys? What is the word expand? How come none of those Arab who speak Arabic very well saw that there is expanding for the universe? Do you see anywhere? Mean Allah is strong. Do you see it? He can do more. He's strong. There is no expand. There is no expansion. Nobody getting fat and nobody getting skinny, and all of this is a lie. Hoping that because you do not know Arabic, we can fool you, and you shake your head because Dudi is shaking his head. Ooh, wow. But as you see, this is their interpretation. Why the scholar did not see the word? Okay, how come in the Quran it says Allah will expand the heaven, yet those scholars, they did not notice? They don't speak good Arabic? Maybe they don't. You never know, brother. Maybe those are not Arab, brother. Maybe they are explaining the Quran, but they are Hindus. Anyway, let us go to the second part of this drama. Or maybe those who made the interpretation for the Quran, they are Jewish, brother. Jews, brother. Let us blame the Jews. Okay, tell us more. Let us move to the other one. What is next? The sun in orbit. Oof.
In 1512, the astronomer Nicholas Copernicus put forward...
Nicholas Copernicus. It's not a guy, his name is Abbas. It's Nicholas Copernicus. Always the one who discover things are not Muslims. Praise be to Allah. Okay, what this guy, he noticed?
Forward his theory that the sun is motionless at the center of the solar system and that the planets revolve around it. The belief that the sun is stationary was widespread amongst astronomers until the 20th century. It is now a well-established scientific fact that the sun is not stationary, but is moving in an orbit around the center of our Milky Way galaxy.
Did he say around our Milky Way? So it's not around the Earth. Let us get him busted. According to Muhammad, the sun, it is the one who is moving around the Earth. Let us read together. And actually he will quote the same verse he is quoting in his video, claiming that this is about a miracle, which is about how the sun have an orbit. Alright? Let us see. First of all, Muhammad is the only scientist who discovered that the sun set in a murky water. And this is confirmed in the Quran in chapter 18, the cave chapter. I was sitting behind the messenger of Allah who was riding a donkey. By the way, at that time, Muhammad, he used to go to the space riding donkey too. So at that time, donkey was a spaceship for Muhammad. While the sun was setting, he asked, do you know where this is set? Speaking about what? The sun. I replied, Allah and his apostle know best. Muhammad, he liked the sentence. He asked people, do you know this? You have to answer him right away. He says Allah and Muhammad knows best. It's like this guy, like, yeah, me, yeah, I am the one who knows. He like to make those statements so like he speak that he's a prophet, he knew. And now Muhammad is giving us his poo-poo. He said it's set in a spring of warm, muddy, hot, warm water. Do you see it? The Muslim, they speak about science. They discover that the sun going in the Milky Way, when Muhammad describing the sunset as the following: the sun goes every day and take a shower in hot water and then appear in the morning. Not only that, the story is go even more hilarious. Let us see. Here we go. Once I was behind the Prophet in a mosque, and by the way, there's a nice, beautiful girl. She called me Habibi always. Her name is Fifi. She said that this hadith is very accurate, so she cannot eat it. They said this is the correct hadith. They were answering an atheist, his name the apostate prophet. They says this is the correct hadith. Okay, let us see the correct hadith. I was behind the Prophet in the mosque. I was with the Prophet in the mosque at the time of the sunset, obviously in the, like, you know, riding the donkey again, maybe. And Abu Dharr, he said, Muhammad, he said to him, do you know where the sun set? I replied, Allah and his apostle knows best, as usual. He said, it goes and prostrate under Allah's throne. But this guy, he just said, he's talking about what? About the sunset. This is something happen every 24 hours. The guy in the video, he's speaking about the earth, that the sun is not like we are going or moving around the sun, but the sun itself is moving in the Milky Way. According to Muhammad, the sun goes every day. Explain where the sun goes. It is the sun who is moving, not the earth is moving. And then he quoted the verses they are quoting in the video, and that is the statement of Allah. And the sun runs and it's a fixed course. This is the orbit. Do you see the orbit? The orbit of the sun, according to the Quran, the sun every day go and sit under the throne of Allah. And take a nap. Do you see it? The Muslims look at the chat. I am showing them the hadith in the front of their eyes and they are saying to me, stop lying. Guys, can you believe it? Look, let me show you. I am showing them the hadith in the front of their eyes. And they say to me, look, this guy says, this is not hadith, this is interpretation. What do you mean interpretation? So first of all, how come the interpretation of the scholars is different from the interpretation of YouTuber? So now YouTuber guy who make a video is the one is solid for you and the scholars are not. And now we are showing you your prophet. Are you going to say your prophet he have wrong interpretation too? Obviously a guy in YouTube, he understands the Quran better than Muhammad. It's obvious. And now look at this guy Feroz. Stop lying, please. Please stop being stupid, because you are just accusing now your prophet to be a liar, because it is your prophet who said that, not me. You see, it says there, the prophet said, I was with the prophet in the mosque in the time of the sunset. The prophet said, not Christian Prince. So we showed them the prophet said, they said to me, stop lying. Muhammad said, stop lying. It's in front of you, stop lying. The other guy, he said this is interpretation. Muhammad interpretation is not accepted. Muhammad interpretation is stupid. Muhammad, we don't follow Muhammad. We follow Fifi and Mimi. We Muslim, we don't follow Prophet Muhammad. We follow shish kebab hummus. Who's Muhammad? We never heard of him. Muhammad says that, we don't accept. You see, can you believe it? They are following a kid in YouTube making false videos and they don't accept their prophet interpretation. Are you saying Muhammad was lying when he was saying this? Yes, he was lying. Obviously. Thank you very much for mentioning this. And this is Sahih al-Bukhari, so you cannot say this is da'if. Da'if. Yeah. So it's a fraud as usual. So this one, number 6, it turned to be a fraud again. Let us continue. What is next? The sun have an orbit, right? The sun is asleep in the murky water every day. Number 7, the ocean. Let us see. Number 7, the ocean. Okay. Oof, oof.
To convey its deep meanings. Here it describes the state of the unbelievers as darkness out in a deep ocean, which is covered by waves, above which are waves, above which are clouds, layers of darkness, one upon the other. When one puts out his hand therein, he can hardly see it. Those God gives no light to, they have no light. It is commonly thought that the waves only occur on the surface of the ocean. However, oceanographers have discovered that there are internal waves that take place below the surface of the ocean. These waves are invisible to the human eye and can only be detected by specialist equipment.
I mean, guys, this is just to show you how easy to get them busted with this one too, as usual. Did you notice that the verse he mentioned, it says there's a dark cloud? Does it say that? If we are talking about the deep sea and the darkness in the deep sea, and you are not in the surface, then what the cloud is for? Because that will not affect. There's a cloud, there's no cloud. The dark sea is deep and it's dark. Even it's the most sunny day, it is dark, correct? So, but here it says, and then above that there's a cloud. So speaking about this, the crazy ocean, waves coming one after one over the other one, they never stop. And then there is a dark cloud, very tough dark cloud, to the point it became dark. The cloud is preventing the light. So we have a storm, we have an ocean, we have a crazy ocean, we have a crazy storm, and we have very dark cloud, and now it is dark. Do you see it? Guys, does it say there? Topped by dark cloud? So if this is about the deep sea and discovery, then what the dark cloud is about? Because the deep sea is always dark, regardless if it's night or daytime, regardless if it's sunny or it is cloudy. So it is a lie. So this one is very, I mean, this is not even worth to talk about it. Always try, you know, when you read something, be vigilant, read carefully, don't let them fool you. The Quran itself explains itself, showing you how stupid it is. Guys, look at Farouz. Farouz saying the hadith written by a human. Well, isn't it the Quran written by a human too? Isn't it the Quran written by a human? Isn't it this is supposedly the Quran of Uthman? What is the Quran of Muhammad? Did Allah write the Quran? And by the way, this guy, when he talk, he is the most funny idiot ever. According to the Quran, no Quran accepted except the one who Allah will collect. The Quran says, "Inna alayna jam'uhu wa Qur'anahu." Chapter 75, verse number 17. It is on us to recite the Quran and to collect the Quran. Who's speaking? Allah. So it is not for Muslims to collect the Quran. It is not for Muslims to preserve the Quran. It is not for Uthman. It's not for Muhammad. It is for Allah. Where is the Quran of Allah? Now what this guy will say, oh, this is written by a human. Do you see it? The Quran says Allah will collect the Quran. Where is Allah collecting the Quran? Show me. You don't even have the Quran of Uthman. Let us continue with the video. So this one was silly and stupid. I think now we will arrive to Ice Ventura, because all of you maybe you are wondering how the Quran is found in Ice Ventura. I mean, I try to make a video each time we go, you know, our internet go back. So now I change some setting in the software. I change software, you know, and look like it's working. Thank God. We hope so. So let us move here. What is that? Ah, here we go. We arrived to Ice Ventura. Guys, you want to see what happened to Ice Ventura? Do you want to see how the Muslims, they discover Ice Ventura in the Quran? Read carefully and listen carefully.
How? Yeah. Oh.
Number 8. Lying in movement.
lying and
There was a cruel, oppressive tribal leader named Abu Jahl who lived during the time of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. God revealed a verse of the Quran to warn him. No, indeed, if he does not stop, we will seize him by the forehead, his lying, sinful forehead. God does not call this person a liar.
Guys, did you see? Let's just show you what he said. His sinful forehead. Did he say that in translation? Listen carefully. Listen carefully again.
Named Abu Jahl, who lived during the time of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. God revealed a verse of the Quran to warn him. No, indeed, if he does not stop, we will seize him by the forehead, his lying.
See, it says forehead. Forehead. Just to show you how those fraud they work. Nowhere in the Quran the words forehead is used. Nowhere in the Quran the word forehead is used. This is their fraud as usual. And this is why I decide to make the video named as Eyes Ventura. Suddenly Eyes Ventura is in the Quran because the verse in the Quran is speak literally about little hair in the front of your head. Where is Eyes Ventura picture? Let me get it. What is Eyes Ventura? Hold on, Eyes Ventura, here we go. Eyes Ventura, brother. Do you see? Oh, hold on, let me put the picture more clear for you. I know the screen is off though, don't complain. Take it easy. What the Quran speak about is the hair in the front. This is how Allah will grab him from there. You cannot grab a human being from his forehead. Why? It's a tail. There's a handle there. So you grab him from his hair. How we can prove that? This is what it says. Go, all of you, read the verse. Just read the verse. You will find that all translation does not say what he's saying in the video. If we find that all the translation of the video of the Quran never said what they say in this video, the question, why they are lying? You know what I mean? Why people who they are religious, when the Quran is speaking about this little tiny thing in the hair in the front of your head, in case you have that hair there, you might be bald. This is what the Quran speak about. Nasriya. Let us go to the Quran and see the word. Give me a second. I mean, I cannot believe it. How trashy, how low class, and how they try to fool you, hoping that you are a donkey. You know what donkey mean? Donkey is someone who don't want to go and check out what people say. Anything I say to you, I show in the screen. However, I advise you to go and check it out yourself. All right? So here in the translation, he said forehead. Let us go to the Quran. Right in the front of your eyes. And I will use only Muslim translation. Chapter 96, verse number 16. Let us see. What is the translation? Forelock. Forelock. What forelock mean? If you do not know what forelock mean, here we go. I will highlight. Search Google. All right. Forelock. A lock of hair growing just above the forehead. Suddenly it's about the brain, about the head, about the front area of the brain, where is memory and lying. It is the hair. It is the hair of Ice Ventura. Do you see it? This is what forelock is, especially if you are a donkey. So they made the hair is the brain, just to say, brother, scientific miracle, brother. How the Quran knew that? Huh? Fairuzi is saying how we can trust a website, you idiot. Who care about the website, you donkey? You are a certified donkey, Fairuz. Just don't come ever here again. You are stupid. You stupid. Open your Quran. Don't trust a website. What's wrong with you? Are you a donkey or what? Open your Quran and read the verse. It says forelock. It's about the hair. Why here it's appearing the forehead? Can you explain to me? The Muslim, they say that the Bible is corrupted, but as you see, it's the Muslim who corrupt the Quran. No dignity, no honesty, because now by doing that you are corrupting the Quran. If the Quran never say forehead and you put the word there, forehead, that's mean you are corrupting your book. That's mean we cannot trust Muslims in anything. And actually all this is about corruption, because you are corrupting the meaning, corrupting the word, changing the words. So what was here suddenly became forehead. And why we do that unless we are doing it on purpose? There's no reason. There's no reason to do that unless you are a fraud. You know, maybe this guy translation is wrong. Huh? We can change the translation. Any translation you want. And you will see it says that we can go to the interpretation. So all translation got you busted, all interpretation got you busted, and you are a liar. So instead of finding scientific miracle in the Quran as they claim, we found the hair of Ace Ventura.
Sinful forehead. God does not call this person a liar, but calls his forehead, the front part of the brain.
Front part of the brain. You see how the lie, no dignity, no honesty. The hair became a brain. The hair become the brain. How in the world this religion can be from anything can be good? Why they are lying? If we go right now to the interpretation, what we will find? It says the same. Chapter 96, verse number 16. No honesty, no dignity, no honesty in any way, in any mean. You know, you cannot trust anyone who's a Muslim teaching you about Islam, because they prove to us over and over that they are willing to lie just for the sake of gaining points. Read it. It says his forelock. Do you see it? Who is saying that? This is Tafsir al-Jalalain. What about Ibn Kathir? The same. What about Ibn Abbas? The same. All of them, they are the same. I can show you. I can switch to Arabic and I can show you all the Islamic interpretation. You will find not even one of them says what they are saying. Which interpretation you want? Look how many, mashallah, alhamdulillah. Look how many. All of them, they are useless. Endless, by the way, the page cannot go down. I mean, it's endless. All of them, they are saying the same. No dignity, no honesty. It's a fraud. The founder is a fraud, so the followers, they follow the founder. Otherwise, you need to ask yourself why they are fabricating something is not there. What the point? How a person who is religious, you see, when you say religious, somebody growing a beard, you think that this person, he is honest. Come on, he's religious, he fears God. If you go to hell, no. Muslims, they are being taught that it's okay to lie, especially if you are promoting Allah religion. This is a good lie for them. This is the cousin of Muhammad, who Muhammad chose him to give interpretation for the Quran. So my friends, I have a, all of you have my book, Quran and Science in depth, right? I answer all this garbage and deception of Allah, etc. If you have them, read them and you will die laughing. So what is stupid in the Quran, they make it miracle because this is stupid. How the hair became liar. How the hair of a person became a liar. The guy, obviously, he have a nice hair, and Muhammad is upset from his hair. He said his hair is lying to you. But what hair have to do with the brain? Suddenly, what the Quran is saying is hair. Suddenly, the brain of a human being is in the hair. No dignity, no honesty. You cannot trust them. You cannot listen to them. Never learn Islam from Muslims. This is my advice for everybody. I have my videos by thousands, English and for free. And they are translated to many languages. And actually soon I'm going to release a couple of books for free too. All right. You know all of you that we support ourselves by the books we make, right? However, I prefer to sacrifice very good amount of my income and reach to people who they need badly my books. And this is what we did. We gave our book to the Indonesian for free, right? So I hope soon I will be able to release some translations in other languages, so people they can read and for free. Even though for us, all of us, we need to make money. This is how we make living. If you go to the gas station, you say Christian Prince, still you have to pay for gas, right? But it's more important to help people, especially who they are poor, who they cannot afford to read and to receive, to give them for free. And the Lord, at the end of the day, He is our provider, right? Thanks to all those who support us and they donate. I really appreciate them. And that's why actually I said to myself, you know what, the Lord, He provides always, and always He sends the good ones to help us. So I will be busy in this coming week. Maybe the week after, we will have a good party and we will release those books for free. All right. Yeah, I wish I can everything I do for free. I mean, what I can do, but sometimes at the end of the day, you have to make living, I mean, everything around you. If you go to the store for 5 minutes to come back, you spend $100. Still, I'm not complaining, by the way, because thank God everything is good. I mean, America is cheap comparing to other countries. Not like Europe. Europe is very expensive. So God is good, and the Lord, He is always our provider, and I cannot complain. Never, this is what I learned through my journey with life. You struggle, but always the Lord, He opened doors. And actually, the more you struggle, the more doors open. This is my experience. The more you go through hard time, the more easier it gets. So the Lord is good, and God is good, and He is the one who always helps us. Are you working in Quran translation? I'm working, but very slow, because as you see guys, when I finish from here, you think I'm done? Questions. Can you talk to my son? Can you talk to my daughter? I have my husband, he's a Muslim. I have etc. I want to leave Islam, but my family. I mean, I have a lot of work under the air, because most of those people, they don't want to speak live on air. Either they are scared, or they are shy, or etc. And I understand, Islam is a scary cult. So people, they need reference. I mean, if you open my Skype, please don't send me message in Skype. I cannot read your message. One of the bad things about Skype, if you send me a message a year ago, it's not going to appear in the top. It's going to appear where it was a year ago. So I have thousands of messages. And each one of you, he think I saw the message. It's impossible. All right. Farouz, the debate very. My friend Fifi, I like Fifi. She is very nice. However, why you don't ask Fifi to give me his Skype? I will call him now. Guys, how many times we said we call anyone? Here we go. I'm here every day. I mean, do you dare to debate Fifi? Fifi is scared from me. He's hiding. Where's Fifi? Here, give me Skype. I will call him. Fifi. Fifi, Mimi, Susu, I don't care. All of them, they are beautiful girls for me. Allah allowed me to have 4 of them. Actually, I like Fifi because he is the only one called me Habibi, which is disgusting. Habibi. You feel sorry for Christians are brainwashed. You see, Adnan, okay, hold on. Guys, Adnan, he says he feels sorry for the Christians. They are brainwashed by CPY. Did the Christian prince, he promised them heaven, and in the heaven they will have English penis like your prophet. I mean, you are talking about the brainwash. Actually, Adnan, you are not brainwashed, and there is no way we can brainwash you because you have no brain. Prove to me, Adnan, that you have a brain. How in the world a human being, he have a brain, he can believe in such a story that Allah will give you an English penis? What do you say, Adnan? A human being, he have a brain, he will believe in. So imagine, guys, Adnan is now in China, his penis in the Milky Way, and he's keep going. Here, Adnan, do you see your penis? Brother, I cannot see the end of it. Brother, I am afraid that your penis will go inside the sun and is going to be barbecue, such as this. Endless penis. 1 mile ass, 1 mile butt, and you are talking about brainwash. Have you ever heard of a prophet? He promised his followers 1 mile. What's wrong with half mile? Huh? And by the way, I like them 2 mile. Why only 1 mile? What's wrong with your God? Only 1 mile. I was, hoping to open a resort in the top of her butt, like invite, like we do like sliding, or what they call it, this ski board, because it's very smooth, brother. 1 mile. What about 10 mile? It's not a verse, it's a hadith. Look at this donkey. He don't know even if it's a hadith or verse. Yeah, smart people. Are you there, Adnan? Do you have an answer, Adnan? Adnan, the Quran promised us women with big boobs. Guys, do you remember the guy who called me just yesterday? And he said to me, nowhere in the hadith it says big boobs. So we showed him the Quran. He said, so what? The Quran promised us big boobs. Yeah. Look at this translation. Guys, look at this translation. This guy, he did not say big boobs. He said his swelling breast. Swelling breast. That's a good translation. Swelling breast. This will remind me of the hadith where Zainab, she said after Muhammad, he flirted with her in the house of her husband, which is the son of Muhammad by adoption. She said, each time Zayd, he tried to have sex with me, Allah, he made his penis swell. Ouch, that hurt. Thank God it's not me, her husband. Guys, imagine the prophet, he flirted with your wife, and now you want to go and sleep with your wife. Allah will not let you do it. Don't even try to get close to her. Allah will close the door of the van over your penis. Why, Allah, why are you closed? Because I want to make your penis swell. How dare you to sleep with the women? The prophet, he flirted with her. But she is my wife. She is my wife, not his wife. I don't care. I'll curse you. I will make your penis swell. And then the guy, he go to the pharmacy and he is shy to say, can you please give me medicine for his swelling penis? The pharmacy guy, he says, do you have any swelling medicine for penis? So all Quraysh now heard that the Zayd penis is swelling. Like the guy who go to the grocery store, he want to buy a condom secretly. Do you have condoms? Condoms? Yes, we have condoms. They are there in the shelf. Adnan, are you there? What a hilarious cut. Stupidity is amazing. Beyond amazing. Stupidity is amazing. And they are talking about brainwash. Do you have a brain? Do you have a brain? Look at this. Cup overflowing. Cup of what? Unbelievable. Brother. So the sound is good, broadcast is good, everything is good, thank you God. Look like it's working fine. I hope from now on it's going to be better. We did some tricks to fix it. Maybe it's working now, and we hope tomorrow will work. So guys, I'm going to stop here so you can download the video, and those who want to translate, they can translate. I want to say thank you for being here, and don't forget again to share, download, translate, for always good work is needed. You don't know you are helping who when you translate a video to your language. Maybe your own family, maybe a child from your family, maybe a child from different family, from a place but you save the soul from being fooled. For me, I'm sick of this cult. I don't even need to debate it. I mean, I can leave my finger in a room, have all the Muslims in the world, and my finger will scare the hell of them. And actually, this is what happened. This is why none of them he dared to call me. This is why all of them, they want to say debate you face to face, because they knew I don't show my face. This is the excuse. But all of us, we know the reality, that they are afraid to death. They cannot debate such a guy. For the answer would smash them. Like I was, before I go live, I went to David Wood. I was walking, you know, I like to walk every day. So I was walking, so I saw David Wood live, and they were talking about that the Muslim, they say, is that Muhammad, he went with an army of 10,000. The fact it was 12,000. They are liars. Just to make it fit with the verse in the Bible. No dignity, no honesty, no trustworthy. And that is telling us the story. If those who they are religious are a bunch of liars, so what about the one who they are not religious? Let me tell you the surprise. Muslims who they are not religious, they are way more honest than those Muslims who they are religious. I am speaking to you from experience. Always when I see a Muslim claim to be religious, I know the following. He lie, he steal, he fornicate, he do everything against the ethic, and nobody speak about ethic as they do. A Muslim who don't practice, he can be trustworthy, he can be a nice guy, he can be a peaceful person, because simply the devil of Islam is not in his heart. So we don't say all Muslims are evil. This is not true. For there is Muslims who follow Islam and they practice, and those are the one you have to fear their lies. Because as you see, I never saw. Have you ever seen a Muslim who is religious, who claim to be religious, speaking anything truthful? I never met one. I met Muslims who don't care for Allah. They are very nice. They don't lie to me. You know, I accompany many of them many times. They accompany me. I have no problem with them. But I cannot trust a religious person. Because a religious, right away, he practiced taqiyya, which is the Quran teaching, chapter 3, verse number 28, that you can speak to them in a friendly way, but your heart is not like that. Right? Adnan, guys, just to show you why Islam is stupid. If Islam is not stupid, why Muslims are not smart? I challenge you, CP, prove the Bible is not corrupt. Adnan, just listen, my friend. You just prove to me that Islam is a lie. Why? Because the Quran says that Allah is the one who sent the Injil. So what Adnan is saying to us, that the book of Allah is corrupt. So what Adnan is proving to us, that Allah, he got a big nail in his bum. He sent the Torah, he sent the Injil, and this God, nobody cared for him, and they screwed him. This is what you are saying to us. Because chapter 3, verse number 3, and there's tons of verses in the Quran saying that it's Allah who sent down the gospel and the Torah. And Adnan saying to us, the Torah of Allah and the gospel of Allah is corrupted. So what's my problem? Do you understand? Guys, do you understand? Usually Muslim, by the way, when they say this sentence, Christian, they go into defense, right? You defend. They say, no, it's not corrupt. No, don't defend. He's speaking about his Quran, speaking about his Bible, speaking about the Torah of Allah, the gospel of Allah. For us, we don't believe Allah sent anything. So what he is saying to you, that the book which Allah sent is corrupt. So what's my problem? Thank you very much. You just give us additional proof that Allah cannot be God. No, you do not need to prove it. Here we go. You know, agree the Bible of Allah is corrupt because Allah is corrupt. How you can corrupt the book of God unless he is a fake God? Correct, guys? As long the Quran agree and admit with you that it is the one who sent the Torah and the gospel is Allah. And then you say to me, you want to prove to me that the Torah of Allah is corrupt. I do not need to debate me. I agree. Everything about Allah is corrupt. That to prove that Allah cannot be God. Okay, you know what, Adnan? Just to show you, I will go with you. Guys, we have a guy here. His name is Adnan. He can prove to us that the Torah and the gospel are corrupt. Look what happened, Adnan. Just to show you that you are really wonderful person. Super intelligent. If the Torah and the gospel is corrupted, then how your stupid God, he said to us, you have to follow it. In the time of Muhammad. Chapter 5, verse number 68 and other verses saying, O Christians, O Jews, you have nothing to stand upon unless you follow the Torah and the gospel. Okay, so I want to follow the Torah and the gospel where it is. The Quran at that time is speaking about the book they have in their hand. This is 600 years after Jesus. Allah asking the Christians to follow the Torah and the gospel. And this is the same book we have right now. So your God, Allah, is stupid then. Not only that. No screen? Oh, sorry, guys. I apologize. Do you see it? Chapter 5, verse number 68. Same time, as long the Torah and the gospel are corrupt. So how come Muhammad, he say this? Take an oath. Let us see the hadith. All right. Because remember, Adnan, he can prove to us that the Torah and the gospel is corrupted. Where is the hadith? This website is horrible. Hold on. Here we go. You're a prophet. He told them, bring me the Torah, and he put it in a question. He said, Muhammad said, bring the Torah. They brought the Torah for him, and then he would draw the cushion from underneath of him. Look, he's treating the Torah with a lot of respect in front of the Jews. He's a hypocrite. And he placed the Torah on it, saying, I believed in thee and in him who revealed thee. But Adnan, he have all the proofs to prove that the gospel and the Torah are corrupt. But Muhammad, he swears saying, I believe in thee. So do you see how stupid Muhammad is? Because Adnan is smart, Muhammad is not. You see, guys, Adnan, he got Muhammad busted because obviously Muhammad is a fraud taking oath on a false book. Because if this book is corrupt, how you swear by it and say, I believe in thee? You understand what I'm saying? Are you there, Adnan? Are you still alive? Adnan, are you there? How your prophet swear by the Torah if the Torah is corrupt and you have the proof? And he say, I believe in thee. So he was believing in the corrupt Torah? Hello? Adnan, are you there? Adnan, he took a jeepney. He went all the way to the Philippines. Can you give me the hadith about corruption? I can give you a hadith about the corruption. No problem. My friend, you just supported my point. Guys, hold on. Look how Adnan, he helped us. I can give you a hadith about the corruption of the Bible. Wonderful. So the hadith confirm, according to the hadith you have, that the Bible was corrupted. Okay. And Muhammad swear by the corrupted Bible. So now Muhammad have no excuse to say, I do not know that this book is corrupted. Correct, guys? That's mean officially your prophet is a big fat fraud. Because if you give me the Torah, I believe in this book. I say I believe in thee. But if you give me the Quran, I say I'm going to spit on thee. You see, Adnan, I am not a prophet. But I will not sell myself to the devil. So if you give me Quran, I say I spit in thee and the one who sent thee. If you give me the Torah, I say I believe in thee and the one who sent thee. So how Muhammad, he took the corrupt Torah, as you said, and he is swearing by thee? The answer is very simple. Those who swear by false book, they must be false men. Correct, guys? If you give me the Book of the Mormon, I will not say I believe in thee. If you give me even Jehovah's Witnesses, I will not say I believe in thee because it's a corrupt translation. If you give me the Quran, I say I spit on thee. This is the book of the devil, obviously. Right? Pharaohs, just go. We need to read people. The Quran is confirmed the original gospel of Jesus Christ. Not four gospels. Okay. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. Just to show you. You see, Adnan is changing the topic now. You notice? Do you notice? When you grab them from the tail, they change the topic right away. Adnan, I will go with you. The Quran confirmed the gospel, but he did not say there are four, right? Okay. But your prophet, he says you have to have four gospel too. Can you tell me why? If it should be one, why Muhammad, he says, take the Quran from four? Are those Mark and Luke and John? But what? Why four? If we have one Quran and we should not have four writers, then why your prophet, he says, take the Quran from four? Do you have an answer? And none of them is Uthman. Where is Uthman? Do you see Uthman there? Why you are taking the Quran for Uthman? Did he say Hafs, which came 200 years after Muhammad? Very stupid story. Secondly, when you say that the Quran confirmed the Bible which sent to Isa, that is very nice of you to say, because you just admitted that in the time of Muhammad the Bible was confirmed to be true. But this is the same Bible we have today. And in the Quran, proof of that, the Quran says that the Christian, they say that Jesus is the Son of God. Guys, did he just say that the Quran confirmed the book was sent to Isa? But when? At this time, at the time of Muhammad. The Quran says that the Christians, They believe that Jesus is Son of God at that time. So from the time of Muhammad until now, nothing changed for the Christians. So how the Quran says, I confirm what you have between your hands? Just go, just go. You know, I don't have time for kids. You know, just go. Get lost. I have no time for kids. Bring me a sheikh, you know, bring me someone he have a value of his words. You know, a bunch of kids, potatoes. I just told you, you just admitted that the Quran saying that the Torah and the Gospel sent by Allah, and you are saying to me that the Torah of Allah is corrupted. You made me fart. I laugh. I agree. The Quran, the Torah of Allah is corrupt because Allah is corrupt. So you're debating me about what, you donkey? You debate me about what? You are trying to prove to me, you are trying to debate me, to prove to me the book of your God is corrupt. You're stupid. I agree, all your God books are corrupt. You know what I mean? There's no need to debate. There is no need to, those people are crazy. They are working hard to prove to us that Allah is a fraud. Allah, He sent books, but He cannot preserve. Okay, well, if He cannot preserve His book, He can preserve what? You know what I mean? I am responsible for my book. You see, God preserved His book. For a human being die, and a human being commit sin, and a human being can be corrupt. So if you are saying to me that your God, He sent 124,000 books with 124,000 messengers, and you have only one book is not corrupted, and then we find that this book has been eaten by the goat. And there is more than 900 reading of the Quran. And where are they? This is the preserved Quran. And you know what made me really upset? That this goat, from all the books, she did not choose except the 10-time breastfeeding for adult. This is the only reason for me to convince me to convert to Islam. I will convert like just for a few years to practice breastfeeding for adult. I will spend my life going between Morocco, Egypt, Iraq, Syria, etc. and practice Islam, breastfeeding for adult. I go to the houses. Hello, it's me you are looking for. Can I do breastfeeding for your wife? And because this is Islam teaching, brother, your wife, she will take off her breast and she will deliver them to me. Boom. And I'm hungry. I'm single for a long time. You can imagine what will happen when they give it to me. Like, this is real? Those are really breast, brother? Yes, brother. This is my wife. For free, brother. 10 times, brother. 10 times for free. If you do it at 11, we charge you, brother. This is religion. And you are talking about the Bible is corrupt. Look at this garbage. 10 times for adult breastfeeding. I mean, do you even have a brain? And the funny, they speak about brainwash. You guys are brainwashed by me. Why did I say to those people who they are here, if you believe in Christian prayers, I'm not a prophet, I'm no one, I'm not even a priest. I am a guy, when I walk, I carry my gun with me. What? I never said I'm a priest, I never said I am an angel, I never said, you know, what brainwash back? I'm showing you reference, I'm teaching people here the truth. I am not a church leader, I never said I'm a prophet, I never said even I am a perfect guy, I never said anything. You don't even know who I am. But we have a prophet who claimed to be a prophet who have ethic. And his ethic is teaching him that a Muslim woman, she should give her breast for an adult to suckle it. A static saying by year 2011 Muslim will pass Christian population. No, my friend, all those static are funny and dummy. You see those static, like they say, there is 1.6 billion. This is absolutely a lie. They count even the Christians as Muslims in those countries. You know what I mean? Like they count Ethiopia more than the half as a Christian. Sudan, you know, the Christian in Indonesia, they count all the country as Muslims. So those account are or numbers are false. Secondly, the numbers of Muslims is the reason for Islam to collapse, not the opposite. And I'll explain to you how. You see, some countries, they are trying to practice Sharia law. Like there is a new wave in Indonesia, right? But that is making more people hate this God. So Indonesia is the biggest Islamic country in the world. If you see how many people live in Islam, you will not believe it. If you see how many of the Muslims, they hate to practice Islam, you will not believe it. Big numbers is not going to enforce Islam, is going to do the opposite. Because society will be poor, you have big number, no enough jobs, no enough money, no enough resource, no enough education. And those people who they are, you're trying to make them Muslim supposedly. So to say we have a population, what you can do with them? What is their power? What is their, let us say Indonesia is a 300 million population next to Israel, and they go in war. Which one is going to win? Israel of 7 millions. All of us, we knew Israel will win. So first of all, population can be a curse on you, not a blessing. Because if you cannot feed your population, that will not help you. Bangladesh, the second big populated country of Muslims. If we take those countries from the population, we will see Islam disappear. Where is the rest of Muslims? If you go to Bangladesh, you will not believe it. I mean, I feel sorry for them. So what population they are talking about? What that mean? What that would do? I want to go there actually because I want to use a train there. You know, at least once. I like this train, by the way. I mean, I think this is my favorite train. Here we go. This is the second country in the world of Muslims. This is Bangladesh. So you know what I mean? This country need to reduce their population so they can solve their problem. So having a huge population can be a curse. Crimes, rape, disgusting crimes. Because people, they can survive. Look at this. I mean, imagine you live there. Thank God, thank you God, I don't live there. I'm not putting people down, by the way. I mean, they are poor people. I'm not making fun of them. But thank God I don't live there. So you have big population. Okay, what this population will do to you? You will control the world with it? No, it's useless. You can't even feed them. You know what I mean? So when they speak about numbers, I laugh. I really laugh. Christians in Muslim countries are 10%, 15%, 20%, but they are the quality. So having big population and you cannot feed them, that is not really a blessing for you. That is a curse. You are born there. You will not have a job. You cannot feed your kids. And there is no education. There is no health. I mean, what health? Look at this. Look at this. Look what's happening now in Corona. Like, you know, I saw a Muslim saying, do you know how big Corona happening in USA? My friend, in USA, if somebody farts, you see it in the news. Nothing is hiding. But in Islamic countries, people are dying by tens of thousands, but nobody speak about it. First, because nobody care from the world media. In America, anything happen. Look, A poor guy, he died. The whole world talking about why? Because this is America. But look at Bangladesh. Nobody talk about them. The head of Taliban is dying because of Corona. Corona is eating Iran. Corona is eating Egypt. Corona is eating Islamic countries like crazy. But the world focus in those who have the power and those who they are wealthy and rich. They don't focus on those poor people. So now you have Corona. What this population would do? Nothing. You know? Actually, if those people they were poor Christian, I will advise them to be careful about how many children they have. We don't approve abortion. Never do abortion. Never, never. This is a crime. But still you can control how many babies you can have. So if they are seeking increase of population, that is against them, and that will control, will do the opposite. You see, Africa used to be majority Muslims. The Muslims invade big part of Africa. But now the Muslims are exist in certain areas in Africa, and the number of Christians is really big compared to before. A huge conversion happened. Because Islam did not bring education. Islam did not bring anything convincing. Islam bring 4 wives, injustice, kids in the street. I never saw a Christian child in the Middle East washing the windows or shoes in the street. The one who do that is Muslim children. Why? He don't even afford to have a sandwich. He go and have a wife, second wife, third wife, and every 2 days they have a new baby. And then he cannot feed them. And then he send them in the street either to beg for money or to wash windows. That is reality. So those numbers, they don't count for me, and they mean nothing. And if you know how we knew how many Muslim between those people there, how you can calculate that everybody there is Muslim? Can we calculate all of America Christian? No, no, that's not true. Mexico, one, you know, in South America, Brazil. I mean, what numbers mean? Number is a city game. One Mexican woman, she can have more kids than all Muslim women in the Middle East. But that will not make a good thing. What population? I mean, this is silly. You see, the days where people maybe they need a big army to conquer other nation by population, it's over. You know what I mean? Like, let us say they became 10 billions. Still, you cannot fight America. Your girlfriend is a Muslim. My friend, if your girlfriend is a Muslim, that means she is not a Muslim. Secondly, if you are a Christian, you should not have a girlfriend. Don't change the topic. I change it to prove that the Bible is not corrupt. My friend, you see, you prove me wrong. I told you the Bible of Allah is corrupt. Get lost. We are laughing. A clear evidence that Muslims, they are following the false God. They prove to us that the Bible of Allah is corrupt. Okay, what's my business? Why you are asking me to debate me about a book your God sent? You are stupid. You Muslims should debate about that. You Muslims should debate about, because both of you believe in the same book. Allah sent the Torah. Who believe in that? Not me. So you want to prove to me that the book of Allah is corrupt. So why you are debating me? You are debating the wrong person. You know what I mean? Do we have any Abdul have any comment? Anyone additional to this kid? Never debate with Muslims about Bible being corrupt. If a Muslim, he says to you the Bible is corrupt, say okay, the Bible of Allah is corrupt, thank you very much. That is additional reason for me not to follow Allah. For if Allah is God, nobody can corrupt his book. Thank you very much. All right. Gun one. Okay, my friend. So you decide to leave Islam? All right. Do you like to call us Gun one? If you like to speak live on air, we'll be happy to hear you, to see that, you know, you decide to leave Islam. Here we go. Gun one. I don't know where Gun one from. Thanks, CP. I am 56 years old. You have opened my eye. I don't open your eyes, my friend. God help us. God use us. And the truth will set you free, not me. And I leave Islam. That's wonderful. I'm happy for you. But I would like to invite you to accept the Messiah, my friend. Leaving Islam is not enough for me. There is something way still we need to accomplish. Because leaving a cult and still we are not living the truth, that will not really be a good thing at the end of the day. So if you need help, I will be happy to help you. So may the Lord, He have you in His heaven and you join His kingdom. Let me know if you need any help. I will be happy to help you. You know, whatever they say, whatever the Muslim they say, I find that there is nothing comforting as the Messiah. All the garbage they come with. Your book is corrupt, etc. Can you corrupt the miracles of Jesus? You cannot. The Quran agree and admit that Jesus resurrect people from death. The Quran agree that Jesus make the blind see. He can even tell you what you hide in your houses. The Quran agree that Jesus right now is living in heaven. This is all is act of God. You want to claim that this is from Allah, prove it. Your Allah could not make Muhammad alive. Your Allah could not make the blind see. Your Allah could not make the leper healed. Your Allah, even Muhammad died from poison and He could not heal him. So you can say all the lies you want, but in your book you have to admit that Jesus is a unique person, which even your God cannot be a competition with Him. If we ask a Muslim, where is Jesus now? He will say in heaven. Thank you very much. Right? Everybody is dead as dust. I will be dead, you will be dead, and then maybe we will be remembered by people one day, maybe we will be not. But the Messiah, the one you are talking about, you idiot, is right now in heaven listening to us. We are talking about the living Messiah. So look at this madness. Those people believe that the Messiah is alive for thousands of years, and God knows for how long, according to the religion, Jesus will be alive, and then He will come back. And you know, the funny is that who is the one who will complete the story? Jesus. Who is the one who will overcome the devil? Jesus. Who is the one who will kill the devil? Jesus. So who is the hero? Muhammad. You know what I mean? Just to show you the stupidity of this religion. Who is the one who is going to bring victory in the day of judgment? They say Isa, supposedly Jesus. Who is the one who will destroy the Antichrist? Jesus. Who is the one when the Antichrist and the Shaitan, he see him, he melt as salt dissolved in water? Isa. Okay, who is the most powerful prophet? They say Muhammad. Isn't it amazing? I mean, I never saw stupidity, hypocrisy, madness, corruption as this religion. How you are saying to me that he is the one? Okay, so now we are watching a movie. Let us forget about Isa and Muhammad. A movie, action movie. Everybody die except Sylvester Stallone. Who is the hero? Muhammad. Muhammad die, he is the hero. But who is the one who killed the mafia? Sylvester Stallone. Who is the hero? Muhammad. Who is the one who killed the devil? Isa. So do you see how easy to defeat this cult? You know, the problem is that we don't think deeply. We need to practice something is called deep thinking. Most of us, we don't do that. You see, I believe that most of you are not shallow. but you are not practicing deep thinking. You see, life, if you go right now in front of your house, I don't know if it's day or night. If it's night, you see stars. If it's day, you see the light, you see the blue sky. But you have to make reasoning for things around you in order to recognize where are you, what you belong to, what do you see. If I am a shallow person, I see things but I don't think about it. They are there. Same things are there. You will notice that we might go, let us say all of us, we are in one room. And then all of us, we have a picture in front of us, and then somebody come and he says, I will give you pen and paper, and I want each one of you to describe this picture to you, which is all of you, you see it in the wall. There's a picture there. You will find that it's one of us, he have a lot more details for the same pictures, and some of us, they have very little details. But it's the same picture. Go 101, he believe in Jesus. That's wonderful, my friend. I'm so happy for you. Glory to the Lord. I'm happy for you. The Lord, he said that the happiness in his kingdom will be for one saved soul. So that's wonderful. I'm really happy for you. I hope your family will follow you too. So the reason that one of us, he have more, let us say, he noticed more items in the same pictures because he is more deep thinker. Many of us, we see the same image, but we don't notice what is in the image. So in order for me to learn about noticing, I need to think, practice. We need to be people who always think about things exist around us. Like when the Muslim, he says to us that the Bible is corrupt, and then he says to us that the Bible is sent by Allah. I mean, this is the most stupid statement ever, because you're not accusing me, you're accusing your God. You know what I mean? Always there is people who leave Islam. I receive messages always. You know, I speak to people in their ear. But at the end of the day, my friend, maybe we are happy for you. Many are happy for you. But you are the one who is the, let us say, the one who received the gift, because you are the one who is saved. This is your salvation. I got nothing from it. If this gentleman, he became a Christian or he did not, this is, I mean, what I will lose. You see, if the whole world did not believe in Christ, okay, what Christ will lose? Nothing. You do nothing. God, he gained nothing by believing in him. Our God, because he is a loving God, he wants us to be saved. As simple as that. It's not about him gaining anything. You believe, you don't believe, it's up to you. No, we believe that the Bible of Allah is corrupt, for Allah is a fraud. And we answer you about that. Get lost again. The Messiah said that the earth and the heaven will be destroyed and my words will not. You are a fraud like your prophet. A true believer in a true God, he will never even say that his God, he sent a book and his book is destroyed. That is a shame. And because you people have no shame, you say such a statement against your God, not against my God. For you believe that this book is sent by your God, and then you say that the book sent by your God is corrupt. That means you are accusing your God to be a false God. A Sunni Muslim, he said, we don't accept, the Muslim don't accept muta. It's a lie. You see, the Muslim, if you have my book, Sex and Allah, you will find that the Muslim Sunni, they just replace the name of the muta. They have other muta. As an example, zawaj a friend, misyar, Orfi. Zawaj a friend is you have a friend, it's like a girlfriend, and you want to sleep together, but you don't want to live together. So what do? You agree every few days or 1 week or 2 weeks, go to the hotel, sleep together, and then she go home and you go home. They do muta, and you have to give her money still. Yeah. So first of all, the muta is in the Quran, have nothing to do with Shia or Sunni. The Muslim Sunni, they claim that the mut'ah is abrogated. Where is the verse of abrogation? Show us. They say it's in the hadith, but we have hadith, which is strong hadith, saying that the mut'ah practiced by Muhammad and by the caliphate who came after him. Ganwan, he want to call me. Okay. Maybe tomorrow, Ganwan. You know, I'm really happy for you. But you know, I don't want people to think that's, you know, we make people call us to say I became a Christian and etc. You know, we don't do what the Muslims do. But maybe you can call me some other time, and if you wish to have, if you have anything to say, I will be happy. All right. Do we have any Muslim here? Do we have any Ustad here? Any Ustad? Well, my Skype is not open, and I don't really feel like taking any call right now. Do we have any Ustad? I mean, if the person he accepted the Christ, we're happy for you, that's it. His call will not make any difference. Assassin and Islam is very interesting topic. Well, the word assassin is coming from a person, his name is Hassan al-Hashash. Hassan al-Hashash. His real name actually is not al-Hashash. Hashash is a, let us say, a title. Hashash coming from the word hashish. This person, he in the beginning he started a castle, and this castle, he's a rich man for sure. He bring young men, he have a lot of female slaves for sex. They drink, they dance, you know, and then after they all of this, every day in the morning he do like a teaching for them. So he teach them that the Quran have out and inside, inner and outside. For them, they believe in the inside meaning, not the outside meaning, which mean any, whatever he wanna give interpretation for the Quran. So those, they call them the batiniyin, which mean the stomach. Let us say the stomach of the Quran, what is inside the Quran. Anyway, so this guy, he start bringing those young kids, he teach them, and they get drunk, they have sex, they stay in his castle for almost a year, and then he grab you, he says, come here, I have to send you in a mission. If you want to come back here, you have to go and kill that prince or that rich man. He sent letter to very important people who they are extremely rich, saying to them, pay or die. And those kids, young men, they are taking hashish, having free sex, free food. It's like a fancy life, you know. It's like having, you live in a hotel, 5-star hotels at that time, and you live there, unlimited food, unlimited drink, beautiful women, sex all day if you want. So when he says to you, you will not come back unless you kill that guy, you will not come back unless you kill that guy. And this is where the story of the assassin is coming from. All right? The assassin is coming from this guy. And by the way, this guy, he have, you know, he start with one castle, and then he control a huge area all the way from Persia, all the way through Iraq, and then all the way to the seaside of Syria. He became a very powerful man. All kings at his time, they fear him because he can kill you, you know. He have like suicide bombers now, you know. Pay us. The same as Yasser Arafat in his time. Yasser Arafat, his living business was, when he started his business as a terrorist, they kidnap airplanes. And European, because they are, I mean, European government are very stupid. Their airport is very easy to betray. They don't check, there is no security. They ask you for a passport and you go, whatever in your bag. So the Yasser Arafat, almost every week there's a new kidnapped airplane. Go back in history, read some documentary. And in order to not to kill your passengers, give us $300 million, $200 million. So he became very filthy rich in a very short time. The same as the pirate now. The pirate in Somalia. Didn't have education, didn't even have high school. Very, very, very good business for them. A ship going by in the sea, they hijack it. You will not give you your cargo and your ship and your team unless you pay us $200 million. It takes them 2 hours of job. You know? This is what always happened there. But all of them, they are religious, and all of them, they are serving God. Same as Muhammad. Muhammad was the biggest thief, caravan rider. Right? Yeah, Yasser Arafat is a big thief, you know, he's a big thief, officially thief. And this is how funny the world, you know, a thief, they make him a hero. Even European Union, it's stupid. I mean, European government is the most stupid government. I never saw a European, like very few, European president or prime minister, he knew actually what's happening in this earth. I tried, but all from Muslim version. I don't know what you're talking about. Some of them, they are in Kindle. I'm going to publish 2 books soon in Portuguese language, Quran and Science, and The Deception of Allah. Then maybe 2 months after, we can have 6 on Allah published too. And when I start having more time, I'm going to able to finish, because I'm working more, not only 1 book at a time. You know, this is what I do when I write my books. If you write in one topic, sometimes, like, you know, writing is not easy. Writing is like, you need, let us say, inspiration. You need like the ideas coming to your head, so you sit and write. You cannot force yourself to write. You know what I mean? My experience is, as long as I'm going live on air, like now, if I finish, I will not find myself in the mood of writing anything. It takes a lot of your energy and a lot of your, let us say, comfort. Anyway, guys, remember always one thing. Anyone he say to you anything, even if he's a Christian, don't take what people they say to you for granted. And I tell you that this is a very good advice. Because if you take what people say to you, including me, that's mean you decide not to think. You decide not to study. You decide to be lazy. And what if the person who is saying to you something, he's wrong? You know what I mean? What if the information is not right? But if you study the information and he was telling the truth, that will make you very strong, in a very strong ground, because you spend good time studying, taking notes, educating yourself, and whatever you learned from someone like me or anyone else, that will help you to make it easier. You know what I mean? Does the Quran contradict the last ayah of the Surah Al-Baqarah? I'm not sure what you mean, but all the Quran is a contradiction. You cannot find one verse in the Quran not a contradiction. Just take notes and you will find easy that it's all of it is contradiction. Right? Yeah. You know, when I was a kid, I'm very active person. I mean, I don't really, I'm not like a lazy person who like to sit and etc. So I'm very active as a kid, but I love reading. So how I can be active and read in the same time? I used to walk almost like an hour far away from my house where there's a library. When we have summer vacation, school vacation, you know, as a kid, every day I walk almost an hour to go, an hour to come back. And I cannot ask anyone to give me a ride because my family will never approve me to go alone to such a place or sit alone there. So I go walk all the way to a library, and then when I will go inside the library, there's a section for kids, have Mickey Mouse, stupid stuff. I don't want to read this. I want to read something important. So there's a section for adult, and they will not allow kids to get in. So what I do, when an adult is walking to get in, I walk next to him. I act as if I am his kid. I walk just next to him, and the guy will be looking at me like, why this kid is like walking with me, you know? But he cannot say anything. So he get inside the big hall where the big books are, and I walk with him as if I am with him. Then I go and I keep walking with him until he sits at the table. I sit next to him, and the guy will be looking at me like, what this kid is doing? You know, why are you sitting there? And then, because I am not allowed to grab books, I grab book in the table, because people, they finish reading, they leave the book in the table. Any book in the table, I grab it. And I start reading books. I have no idea what they are about. I remember once when I was a kid, I grabbed a book, it was about sex. I was getting dizzy, like, what is this? I grabbed a book in front of me, and it was talking about sex, you know, like, it's a scientific book. So, reading is a process of education, and it's not something happening in school. It is something happened by you schooling yourself. So in order to learn, you need to work in that learning. If you are a person who likes just to receive and learn easy, that can be true, and maybe you get lucky that you are learning from somebody is trustworthy. But what if the person, he is a liar, he's a thief, he is fooling you? And even if the person is trustworthy, you have to fix the information in your brain. How? By checking it out. What type of library? No, it's actually a wonderful library. They have all kinds of books. What's wrong? I mean, if you have a book about sex, is that bad? It's a book about, you know, sexuality. See, books about such a topic is not bad. You know, studying a human being behavior, those are not, you know, sex is not bad. It is what we do with sex. What is sex for us? God, he created sex for a reason. It did not happen that we are attracted to sexuality. So nothing wrong with that. But we are not talking about Playboy magazine. We're talking about scientific book. Yeah, but you know, scientific journal these days, sadly, they are kind of copy paste. You know, very few people, they do scientific study, whatever the topic, you know, because science can be even about history. But those journal, as I notice, that people are not really doing real studies as much it is searching patterns, you know, patterns. I'm sure you know, I look like you know the topic. It's like, you know, like Darwin. Darwin is not a scientist. Darwin is an observer. So he was trying to observe things around him, and from his observation, he tried to make conclusion. And most likely his conclusion is wrong. So there is people who they make real research, and there is people who try to copy other people's search, and there is people who do their own observation, and they come with their own, like they say, they discover such a kind of pattern happen or repeated pattern, and they say this is science. But the fact, this is not really science. Respond to my comment. I don't see your comment. Yeah, you know, people, they like now, you see, is our science collapse with corona. Suddenly, all the scientists we have, they cannot even find out how this virus works. And this is telling you that it is a science of patterns, not science of knowledge. So what they do, they try to study the pattern of the virus behavior. You know what I mean? It's observation science, which means it's not really a science. It's just like watching how the rabbit jump. And then we learn that the rabbit, he jumped like this. And then we learn that the rabbit, he liked to eat carrot. So now we knew how we can get the rabbit. You know what I mean? That is not science. What they do have is kind of a practice of patterns, watching patterns happen. If we use this medicine with this virus, what will happen? We try it. It doesn't work, we try something else. So this is not science. But they call it science. Yeah, it's not science. You know, I remember I told you before, like I have, if I drink too much coffee, that impact my throat. Actually, that's why my voice now is not really, I mean, not now, every day almost, is not really good as it should be, because I drink coffee. But in, I think, the year 2010, something like that, my voice totally disappeared. Once I woke up in the morning, I can't even talk. And I don't go to doctors. I don't get sick, you know, thank God. But then I have to go. I mean, there's something very wrong. I have to go live. People are waiting for me, and I cannot talk. So I went there. They do the check, blood, blah, blah, blah. Open your mouth, say ah, say ooh. How old are you? How much you weigh? Ask me all the questions. I write down. I cannot even talk. And then they could not find. They said, you are very healthy. There's no reason. Nothing. A lot of money. And then I noticed that if I stop drinking coffee, my voice come back. If I drink coffee, my throat get hurt. The more I drink coffee. So it was just an observation of me and my behavior lead me to understand that it was the coffee. So all those doctors who they were sucking the blood of me, which is the little money I was making, and then they come with the conclusion says that you have no problem. Nobody asked me what you drink. Nobody asked me anything about coffee or food. Nothing. They took, you know, from my blood. You know, it was just coffee. So where is the science? I stopped drinking coffee. My voice is coming back. I drink too much coffee, my voice disappears. Right now, if I go and drink too much coffee, and by the way, I drink too much coffee, like now I'm not drinking coffee, I drink about two, I don't know what they call it in English. You know, Greek coffee, the Greek coffee, big container. I make one in the morning, and then I make one afternoon. So each one of those have maybe about, I mean, this is a very strong coffee. It's not like American coffee. This is not water. This is real coffee. So now, supposedly, I'm not drinking coffee, yet I drink 2 heavy duty a day. Before, I used to drink way more, to the point my lips are dark. You believe it? My lips are dark because of coffee. This is how much coffee I drink used to be. Fadl. Okay. Yeah, you see that's because you have a confusion. You can ask me next time we'll go live on air so we can put the reference in the screen. Maybe I can grab the reference right now. Let us see. I hate it when I type and I'm typing in English when I'm searching in Arabic. Let us see. All right. Are you there, the one who asked? You have a wrong understanding. Here, this is the book, and the name of the book, إتحاف الخيرة للبوصري, volume number 5. It says that from Ibn Ishaq, from Hussein, the son of Abdullah, and Ikramah. Let us highlight so people can see what we are reading. That the Messenger of Allah, you see here it says, from Ibn Abbas, from Ibn al-Fadl, bint al-Harith. al-Fadl is the one reporting the story, the daughter of al-Harith, that Allah Messenger, when he saw Habiba وهي فوق الفطيم فقال لأن بلغت بنية العباس هذه وأنا حي لا أتزوجنها. So it is Habiba, and this is mentioned by Ahmad ibn Hanbal too, and this is the reference. All right, so I hope I did answer you, my friend. All right. Are you there, the person who asked? Did you see the reference? Yeah, so we know I don't say things unless I'm sure from it. Please answer Atif Farhan. What do you answer for what, Atif? Does Allah pray in the Quran? Allah, he says Shahada. There is no Allah. What Allah? Can you please show the reference satanic verses are abrogated? You see, if satanic verses are abrogated, that means Quran is satanic verses, because you cannot say abrogated. The Quran says يَنْسَخُ اللَّهُ مَا يُلْقِي الشَّيْطَانُ بِهِ, which means Allah will delete, not abrogate. Not abrogate. All right? But however, as long as the Quran admit that Allah saying supposedly, whatever shaitan he throw, Allah will delete from the Quran. How we knew that this verse itself is not from shaitan himself? He's asking the link you showed early for his reference. Link about what? What reference? Atif, I'd respond many times. I keep asking you, what do you want? I mean, what I would do, I have many people asking me a question. You keep saying to me, can you answer me? Can you answer me? What is the question? I don't respond to anything. So all this time I'm responding to people, and now I don't respond to anything. So what I was doing for the last 2 hours? Unbelievable. You know, some people, they are like kids. They think I'm their waiter, and I see nothing but them. We have 700 people. They are texting, and I'm watching the chat, looking for reference, answering this guy and that guy, and now you are complaining. Go, leave, don't come here. Okay, Christian Prince is not answering you. Don't give him don't pay him salary. Fire him. What I can do? Can you please share a replacement, if any, because what delete he bring better? Yeah, that is that different verse, but he was asking about the satanic verses. But you see here the verse saying that whatever shaitan he throw in the mouth of Muhammad, Allah will take it off. But that's mean. I answered him about al-Fadi. What Fadi? I showed him it's Habiba. So what I did in the screen? Oh, you mean the guy who was asking for reference? Well, those references exist in many places, you know. But let me see if, because this is Google book, and Google book you cannot use Google translation to translate. Let me see. Right now I don't see the chat because I'm looking for reference. I can post for you the same website I was showing you, which is Google Books, but that will not allow you to use Google Translation. Here we go. I found a different website which is easier, and this is the link. All right. Well, I don't take any reference as long as it's in English. Any reference, it's not in Arabic, I don't consider it to be true. Secondly, al-Fadl is the one who reported the hadith, not the one who asked for her hand. All right, I just showed you on the screen. I don't know. You don't want to believe, don't believe. All right. The hadith in front of me, it says that al-Fadl, she said that the Prophet said, etc. when he saw Habiba. You have different story. Believe in whatever you want. Muslim books, by the way, are confusing books. So I understand that you might have, you know, you might have different understanding, especially the way those books are written. But for me, what I know, it is Habiba. Maybe you have a better knowledge than mine. Yeah, I don't accept actually any reference in English because English reference, first, it can be corrupt, false. Secondly, they are confusing. The numbers are wrong because they make their own numbers. If you go and read Ibn Kathir in English and read Ibn Kathir in Arabic, you will find that there is no match. You know, There's no match. No, Muslims have many resource of stories. As an example, depend in your sect. Each sect have different story for the same story. Even the names change. The same as Muhammad. As an example, Muhammad, he could not quote even once correct name. Right? Yeah, there is many. I mean, I just showed you one reference, but doesn't mean this is the only reference. There's tons of books speaking about that. Right? This is just one reference of many references. There's endless numbers of books. Actually, here I just found this website. Look like it's a translation, Google translation for a link. I just click in it. Here we go. Let me send it for you. Islam, why Shia they hate Aisha? Because Islam is a political movement. Islam is not a religion. Islam is a mafia to conquer, take over, money, slavery, jewelries, power, Do you see, guys, the link I posted? You will see there, it says Ummul Fadl bint Harith said that the messenger saw Habiba ibn Abbas, bint Abbas. Bint means the daughter, who is above Al-Fatim, which means she is just finished suckling. And he said, if she live, if I live, I will marry her. Do you see it, the one who asked me? Here we go, you have it even in English. You said that last Quran says, Allah not burden anyone with beyond his ability. But you say Allah burden people to proceed Quran, which they are unable to do. You say it's a contradiction. You see, if you go over any words the Quran says, you will find that there is a contradiction, and we can go all over. As an example, Allah forgive not sin for those who do associate with him. Correct? Okay. And then Allah forgive those who believe in him. So, do you forgive those who associate with you, or you don't? Because if those who associate with you, you don't forgive them, that means the statement is mistaken. You should say, I forgive not those who associate with me and never repent. So if you say I forgive those, I don't forgive those who associate, and then I forgive those who associate, which one is the one to follow? As an example, most of those Muslims who follow Muhammad later, they were, associating with Allah. So you forgive or you don't. So depends how deep you want to think about any statement he say. But for me, I focus always in big issues. You know what I mean? Because Muslims, they can go around those things. Okay, Atif, just take a hike, my friend. I'm done with you. You are here just to complain. Just go. No, I don't want to see him no more. I'm done with this guy. All translations, in any translation in the Quran, not only Yusuf Ali, is fabricated. I never find any translation is correct. Why Muslim cannot wear a golden ring? Muhammad, he you know, he got a golden ring. Some story they say he killed a Jew and he took it. And then Muhammad, he get busy with the ring. He keep looking at it, you know. A savage guy, he never have a ring in his hand. So he's very excited. And then people, they start talking about him. And then Muhammad, he says, oh, you know what, this ring, he took me away from Allah, or took me away from you. So, and then he announced that men, they cannot wear golden rings. And the question here, why Allah did not say such a thing? I mean, where Muhammad he come with this? Anything else before we go for today? Actually, I made a mistake. I should not go longer so people, they can download the video easy. And now the video became so long. Maybe I have to rebroadcast the video, just the part we answer the false miracles in the Quran, to make it shorter. Anything else? Hijab actually is not a cover for the head. Hijab is a curtain. See, mistakenly, Muslims, they are the last one to know. Hijab never was something you put in the head. You know, if you go right now in the Quran and you type the word hijab, what you will see? Curtain. Read chapter 7, verse number 46. And between them, there's a curtain. There's a veil between them. Do you see it? Do you see it? This is the veil here is translation for the word hijab. So it is something you put between you and someone else, not something in the top of you. Are you following? So hijab is not a wear in the head. And you can go like, you know, chapter 17, verse number 45. The same. You put between them a curtain, a hijab, between them, not something in the top of you. Chapter 19, verse number 17. Suppose this is about Mary, the mother of Christ. She placed a screen herself, a curtain. This is hijab. So she was behind the curtain, so they didn't see her. So all of this, and even you see Allah himself, he have a hijab. Chapter 42, verse number 51. Allah never speak to anyone except from behind a curtain. You see it? We mentioned that many times about Muhammad death. It's okay, guys. Today, you know, like we are finished for today. Maybe tomorrow, or when we go live on air again, ask me those questions. I will be happy to give you more reference. Because, you know, as you know, I mean, this is really endless. However, for me, I always have a pleasure to speak to all of you. Forgive me if sometimes I lose my patience, because this is really need a lot of patience. Because imagine you say the same thing always, and then the people ask you the same question again. I mean, you give reference yesterday, and then the second day they ask you for the same question. Sometimes even the same day, in the same minutes, people, they say he did not answer us, as you just saw. You need a lot of patience. And whatever you do, people are not happy. I don't know what to do. However, I'm really grateful for all of you. Those who like me and those who don't like me, it's okay. For me, it's very important that I am sharing the truth, and the truth will set you free. I'm doing this to the Lord, and He is doing it to you. Which means the good thing is coming from the Lord, not from me. For me, I'm just a human being who do bad and good. Sometimes I do bad more than the good. Sometimes I do good more than the bad. However, whatever good is coming to you from the Lord, not from me. The Lord, He uses the one He chooses, and it's up to you to use it as you wish. The Lord, He says, for free you took, for free you give. And if we have little knowledge to share with you, I will be happy always to share it. And what I have is very little compared to what is in this world. You know, maybe the Lord, He wants me to be a person to guard the truth in front of the cult of Islam so your children will not be deceived. And I hope that soon we will have more and more people who they can do what I am doing and even better. And why not? The Lord who created me, he can create way better than me. I am no one. And he can make somebody who come with an amazing knowledge, as long as the knowledge is used for his good to help people, that will be wonderful, and we should support that person. So I say thank you for all of you. I pray that the Lord will open the eyes of the Muslims to see the truth, and the truth always will prevail. Don't never be worried about we as a Christians. Maybe some of you saying, oh, you know, Islam might take over. Islam will never take over anything, because Islam does not exist. What you see today is Muslims fabricating their own Islam. Islam, the true Islam, does not exist. Not a single Muslim country want to practice Islam. Not even in Saudi Arabia. Look around you, my friend. Where is Islam? It does not exist. Islam, if there is no government, there is no Islam. And all the Islamic government are not Islamic. Because as long as they don't have Sharia Allah and 100% Sharia Allah, not 5%, it means Islam is not exist. So Islam is not really, I'm not really worried about Islam taking over anything. Islam is a joke. Islam is destroyed. Islam is millions of sects. Each one of them is opposing each other. And they are killing each other as we speak. And the house of the devil is divided. And the devil, he conquered himself. For me, I'm just helping you so you will not be deceived and your children will not be fooled. If you sit with your child, you can teach him, you can give him some important, priceless information. Maybe because you don't speak Arabic, maybe because you did not learn. I mean, it's not your fault. For me, oh, maybe, you know, I grew up in the Middle East, I speak Arabic. If I don't know Arabic, I will not know any of this. The key point of all what I know is the Arabic language. If I don't know Arabic, I will be dependent in translation, and most of it is false and fabrication. So the Lord, he used someone from the Arab to help those who they are not from the Arab, so they cannot be deceived by the devil of the Arab, Muhammad. Thank you. May the Lord bless you, and until we see you soon again. Christ is Lord, Islam is false. Have a good day.